how do we eliminate these barriers? So our answer is to follow the architecture approach. And this is what we have given to the industry, that when it comes to building your network in the cloud, you need to follow the proper architecture. Because the reality is that you were using an architecture in your WAN or in your data center. Could be spine leaf type architecture, could be 3-tier architecture with access, aggregation, and core. You need to follow the same mentality here. And this is the architecture that we propose. So in the bottom, you see the cloud access layer. This is where your on-prem resources, your branches, your data centers are connecting into the cloud. In the middle, you see the cloud network layer. This will become the foundation for your cloud infrastructure, because here you need to provide a robust cloud and multi-cloud transit that will become your core foundation. This is where you will have your VPCs, your VNets, and workloads connected. This is going to provide you the advanced networking functionalities in the routing, service insertion, or security space. And then on the left-hand side, you see security, and the right, you have operations. So these are the pillars that should cut across all these layers, because it's extremely important that the network that you're building is secure from all angles, and then you can manage and operate it. So with that architecture, now you can provide the advanced networking, the security, the operational services, or the service insertion. Could be F5 or Palo Alto or Checkpoint, doesn't really matter. This is where everything is connected. And that's why we call it a unified, common, and a standard architecture that is applicable for one single cloud in one single region, or multiple regions, multiple cloud. So once you build this, this is pervasive, it stays everywhere. How do I actually make sure or enable this architecture? So this is where we have the Aviatrix platform. There are 3 main components as part of our platform. Number 1 is the controller. Then we have the gateways. These are the Aviatrix gateways that can work as a hub gateway or transit gateway or a spoke gateway. And then we have this Copilot, which is part of the platform to provide the multi-cloud operational visibility. Okay, so when you deploy the controller, it's just one controller managing single cloud, or if you have multiple clouds, you don't have to deploy this controller over and over again. The gateways are the special services devices or service node. Depending on the use case you enable, it will take that posture basically. So if you want to deploy egress FQDN, it's the same gateway software, lightweight software, but now it will do additional functionality of sending traffic securely towards the internet, for example. This controller is a multilingual device. It can talk to our gateways. Not only that, but it can also talk to the cloud native APIs and cloud native constructs, the route table, the guard duty, and other functions that you find in your cloud native world. You also see that we also talk to these third-party vendors, and this is just a subset of the large list that we have. So we understand their APIs, we know how they behave, and we can automate, orchestrate, and make it part of this single cohesive control and data plane. The Terraform is extremely important because a lot of customers, they don't even touch the UI, the Aviatrix controller UI. Everything is driven from Terraform. So they write the code, and then that code become their infrastructure, right? So this is what they are using our platform for. And the best part is that this is not a SaaS or managed service. This is your network, so this platform is yours. So the way you build it, the way you want to define it, the way you want to manage it is 100% under your control. We are not sitting with someone else's workload or virtual machines. This is yours. You keep it under your account in your own cloud data center.